Well, the floodwaters that ravaged parts of Western Germany have receded, but the extent of the damage is becoming ever clearer. Cultural sites were among those hit by last month's catastrophe: museums, galleries, archives. We spoke with the director of a renowned publishing house that's still picking up the pieces in the village of Metternich near Cologne.
This is Marietta Thien. In this company video, filmed before the flood, she introduced her publishing house, Velbrück Verlag, which specializes in academic books.
Hier ist das Lager, unser Bücherlager und noch weitere 2 Büros.
A few weeks later, she took this footage on her phone from the window of her apartment next door. The street has turned into a river, and its waters is sweeping everything away.
Das Wasser und dann natürlich am Ende
the water, and then of course the mud. All in all, it took a day and a half for the water to recede. On Friday morning, you could go out again into a muddy, stinking landscape and see the surrealness of this place. People daring to come out into the street like after a bombing raid, greeting each other with, "Is this reality or just a nightmare?"
Ist das jetzt Wirklichkeit oder ein Albtraum?
The result of the flood is devastating. Only what was at the very top of the shelves remained undamaged. It will take at least 3 months to dry out the flooded rooms. Some 20,000 books were destroyed. Some of these were new books from our publishing house, but the majority were antiquarian books, among them some real treasures. Old travel guides, art books, and artists' editions done in cooperation with other publishing houses. It is really devastating. The only positive thing is that there were no fatalities in Metternich. Other places, however, were hit much harder. 180 people lost their lives in the floods. More than 20 are still missing. 4,700 companies applied for financial assistance. The worst affected German states were Rhineland-Palatinate and North Rhine-Westphalia. In the city of Wuppertal, heavy rainfall flooded the Opera House. In many places, people are disappointed and angry that they weren't adequately warned about the imminent disaster. I have to say that the advance warning systems were really terrible, and also the crisis management afterwards. Reacting to an impending catastrophe and informing people in time. It's sad that it didn't happen sooner.
Das ist schon traurig, dass das nicht früher passiert ist.
The rebuilding process has begun in the disaster region. Marietta Thien's Velbrück publishing house is carrying on, somehow. Yet life has changed. For many here, the fear will return with the next heavy rainfall.